Hi there, this is Fia, and today I thought I'd make a card, and this is for my father. Here in Sweden it is Father's Day on Sunday, and I actually need to make two cards because my aunt has her birthday on Saturday. But I thought I would show you a fun way of using your coloring book images. And I've had a fit of coloring a lot in my coloring books, just because that's been the type of creating I have been able to do. So here I have just an mandala, nothing special, and I actually forgot to start filming when I started doing this. But here I have a pre-made card, and I like the bigger size. It doesn't cost anything extra in Sweden to send them. So this is a 6x6 card. And I had my mandala like this, and I just drew around it and cut out the piece I wanted to be shown. And these I'm gonna save and put into my collection, unmasked collection journal. And then I found this scrapbooking paper that I don't know where it's from. It might be a Bow Bunny, I think, maybe. It looks like it. And I just like the colors together. This part, the coloring book, I'm actually gonna put up. God, I can't speak today, as usual. I'm just gonna put it up on some foam tape. So, and I always have pre-scored cards in different styles and sizes and colors. It's something I do when I'm bored or have extra paper or stuff like that. So I'm just gonna use my 80G gun to tape this first part down. And it's gonna be a pretty simple card. I was thinking of making a shaker card or something for my dad. But then I just fell in love with all these beautiful colors. So like so. We have the start of it going. And this will go on top, but a bit raised. And this is a pretty thin foam tape. So it won't create too much of bulk. And let's see if I can get some scissors. Get a new roll. And since this is not a really thick piece of paper, I'm actually gonna use quite a lot of tape and cover most of this backing, just so it doesn't get ripped or something through going through the post office or going through the mail. But it's nice to be able to use like coloring book pictures and stuff for other things, since like the mandalas and stuff, for me they're just a bit for practicing coloring and stuff, maybe shading and stuff, but mostly just relaxation. And I would never like even look at them mostly after I finished doing them, because it's nothing special, I think, for me anyways. But they do make a really beautiful like focal piece or something, or background paper for a card or an art journal or something like that. So I figured I'd try to use them up. Oh, and as you saw, the card base is just a plain white one. It has a bit of texture to it, but nothing much. And see if I can get all this tape off in one go. There you go. No. just try to get this on here. Sorry, my head is gonna go in the way. Straight or semi-straight, as you can see now. And it's, let's see if I can show you. You have a bit of an raise there that gives it a little bit of dimension. And this is a really nice start, I think, to make something out of. I'm just gonna take off here. And I think I'm actually gonna keep this really simple. Maybe put a bit of just a text here, and maybe some homemade enamel dots on some of these. So I'm gonna get out my word stamps, and it's grown a bit as it seems to do. Let's see here. I like the scripting on this. This is a made it set. I'm in the stamp club. And I could do just to say hello. That could be fun. Here I have my foam stamps, and I stamp them on a side page here just so I can easily see what it says. This one is mostly like sentiments, artsy stuff. And I'm just looking through them, and I'm trying to give you a bit of a peek as well. There are a lot of fun stamps out there. Let's see. We're getting into my clear stamps. I haven't separated because the clear stamps, as I've shown before, I mount on acrylic sheets. So I can stamp on this side, so I can see what the stamp means. But also I have them like this, because sometimes it's hard, especially when the stamp starts getting dyed from the stamp pads. They get colorized, some of them. So it can make it hard to see what they're actually saying. That one is nice too, from the heart. Maybe put that on the inside. Could be nice. And as you see, I have a mix of English and Swedish, and I have them mixed up. Like everything that says thanks in some way is here. And this is different. I have some sort of system for this. These are like my project life type stamp. Or scrapbooking type stamps. Did I have something that said happy? 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 Ooh, because I have Father's Day here. I have happy here. So happy Father's Day could be a nice sentiment, couldn't it be? Let's see, what kind of color do I want to stamp it on? Maybe I want to do it on black and white, emboss it. That I don't do too much. So I'm going to get my embossing powder. And get some white. Get a coffee filter to pour my embossing powder in. Let's see. Sorry for my shoulder or arm. Just get my one of my little blocks, see if this will fit. This one is gridded too, so it makes it... Sorry, you're gonna see my head now. I just need to get it. I keep all my like scrap pieces of cardstock here in a binder, just to make it easy on myself when I want to. I just need a little piece, and I have them sorted by color. Let's see where I have my embossing pad. I just rearranged a bit here, so I got a small little shelf more, so that makes it a bit harder to remember where I put them, because I changed it. Let's see, I just put it here. Maybe I'll do like a little fishtail banner style. And I'm just using the Versamark. And I'm using the Superfine Detail Ranger embossing powder. And of course I remember not just now that I should have used my powder tool. I don't emboss enough to remember to use it most of the time. So I'm going to use a brush here and just remove any excess powder that I really don't want. Like so. And this one, since it's silicone, it's a soft mat. It's also good at taking the heat, so it doesn't warp my cutting mat that I have underneath. I'm just gonna heat my embossing tool up, or embossing gun. Just gonna let this cool off a little bit. And while I do that, I can pour the embossing powder back. Like so. Didn't become too much of a mess. Let's see here. Do I want to cut it down even further, maybe? Yeah, I think so. It's a bit wide. And I could do this with my paper trimmer. Also, if it was super important for me to get it 1000% straight. But I'm just eyeballing it right now. And now I'm just snipping in the middle, and going from each end into that little snip to create a bit of a fishtail. And I think right there will be pretty nice. And I'm just gonna once again use some foam tape. And it doesn't matter to me if those little fishtails get a little bit curled or something, because it will just look cute. Sometimes I even go in and lift them up a bit, just to make it look a bit more dimensional without actually creating dimension. Okay, so now we have it like that, and I'm gonna get my Let's see, which one can I have? Project Life cards, because here's where I keep all my enamel dots. I think red would be nice, so I'm gonna use red. And I'm gonna put my brush back and get a pair of tweezers. Just makes it, and get my fine tip glue applicator. And I'm gonna take out all my little enamel dots and see which ones I want to use. Maybe just these plain ones. Those could be nice. Those ones are nice too. As you can see, they're easily removed. Maybe these ones. I don't have any in the exact same color as the pencil here. This is just also, if you're interested, made with different brands of colored pencils. So okay, I know I want one in the middle here, and I'm just hoping my little glue isn't clogged up. See if I find a good size. This one's probably nice. Like so. And then I think I'm just gonna go on this blue rim here and just add a little enamel dot in each of these petals, just to bling it up a bit, not keep it super. Let's see, I think this size is a good size. Can you see? And as you see, I use a small amount of glue. One thing I have noticed about these, especially these sparkly glue dots, the ones that are mostly glitter, they tend to be a little bit more fragile. Like they dry harder than the single colored or like pearl colored enamel dots. Which is kind of strange, I think. Should be the same formula in the nail polish, I thought. But what do I know? Like so. And I think that is done, the front of this card. Sometimes I prefer to make something really simple, nothing fancy or like, and as you can see, you can catch, you see some of the glitter, I hope. And then I'm just gonna open this up and I'm gonna use a stamp pad, I think. I'm gonna use one of these. Do it in red. It's the Memento Rhubarb stock in the Dewdrop. It's a dye ink. And it's a really nice color. I think I'm just gonna do the exact same stamp on the inside. And just add a couple of more enamel dots here. And instead of these enamel dots, you could use like sequins or something like that. They're perfect for inside of the cards, like I'm doing now, because they're really almost no dimension to them, which is nice. So I'm just taking some different sizes. And as you saw, I put on little glue spots, and I'm just taking off the enamel dots and placing them and pushing down on the glue. Just makes it spread out more evenly. There you see, they're a bit more fragile, which I found strange. They're still easy to use and stuff, but it's just sometimes you get one that is really thin, and especially if you keep hold of it like only on the edge of the enamel dot, it kind of flakes a little bit. Like so. I think that's plenty okay. And you see, you have seen this in full time, and it's been about 22 minutes. And the only thing I had was a pre-made base card, and I had cut the papers, and that took maybe 2 minutes. So here you go. Nice little Father's Day card. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.